Hello everyone! Today's video is going to be a collab with two of my favorite people on this planet, I swear. We have DW from Dove's Beauty Diary and we have Steph from Still Steph, and of course we'll leave their channels linked down below. I don't know how I get day to day without these two, and I am just so thankful that they're in my life. We are doing another collab. We would like to do more regular collabs because we just think they're fun. I have collabed with both of them separately, and we have done one trio collab as well. So this is so much fun, so excited. In our little groupie chat, I said something along the lines of like, I keep having, it's not dreaming like at night because I don't dream, or I don't remember the dreams anyway. But like, I'll be sitting at work and like all of a sudden my brain is like, your house is currently like burning down. Like something along those lines. And we talked about like, what on earth would we purchase if something happened to all of our makeup? And it's very, very difficult. This was very difficult for me. And they said, you know, don't be that negative. You know, don't say your entire house burned down, but that's what it's playing in my narrative, in my brain, so we're gonna go with that. Even if my house burned partially, this door to my office is always open. All of my stuff would have been contaminated, and I would not feel comfortable putting any of it on my face. Playing this narrative in my daydreaming, these are my rules for myself. They must still be available, and I must be able to buy them in store, because let's face it, if something happened to all of my makeup collection, I don't know what I would do with myself. It has been a large focal point for me for like the last decade, and I would not know what to do. I honestly would not know what to do if I didn't have my makeup, because it is like a grounding, artistic, what else should I call it? Like, it literally grounds me, it calms me down. There's a reason why I do it every day. And let's face it, if something that traumatic happened to me in my real life, I would need something to ground me, and makeup would be that. I also took into effect a price, because I would not just be able to willy-nilly spend a bunch of money on makeup if I literally possibly don't even have clothes to wear the next day. So I also took that into effect. Like, something happened, I went into the stores, I picked 2 stores, I buy these products. They're gonna be everyday simple makeup products. Similar to what I have on today. I have a very simple eye look on today. And I just figured to myself, you know, I'd still probably have to go to work eventually. I still, you know, need to have this calming experience day to day to calm me down or whatever. And so I took that into effect. All those went into effect. That's why I kept with my house burning down narrative. I did choose 2 stores. So I did Ulta, obviously, and I did, what is it called? Walmart. To me, the Walmart and the Ulta, they're relatively close together. Now, there are some steps that I have removed from my my routine. Let me tell you, everything else was relatively easy, except eyeshadow, of course, was the biggest issue. Things come and go all the freaking time, and you guys know, over here, eyeshadow is a very large part of my collection and on my channel and on my Instagram. That's really all my Instagram is, just daily eye looks, what I did. I want to scoot over because I'm going to put these photos up here. Some of these would be a repurchase. Some of these would be brand new to me. Some of these, you know, is just because of convenience, honestly, which is a large part of this. In my little scenario, primer is one of those steps that I just don't really need. I mean, of course I'd have to buy a moisturizer. My moisturizer wouldn't exist anymore. I'd have to go and buy a moisturizer. If I'm already buying a skin prep step, why would I buy another one? So primer was one of those things that was an easy skip. You just use your moisturizer. Just buy a nice, decent moisturizer. Foundation. I really have to pull in my inner Emily Noel for this. and there are so many Wet n Wild favorites. Now, I don't know about you, but my Ulta doesn't really sell Wet n Wild anymore. Like, they do online, but in store, you know, it's slim pickings or none at all. So Walmart is where we're getting all this Wet n Wild stuff. So my first product would be the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Dewy Liquid Foundation. I have tried the original and I have tried Dewy. Granted, it was years ago, but I enjoyed both of them. I remember enjoying both of them, and at the time that I am doing this, it's on rollback for $4.92, so it's less than $5, which to me is fantastic. That foundation would last me quite a bit, just out of convenience, and I can use the paddle, and I don't have to use my hand, and out of convenience, and it's at Walmart for less than $5. I remember enjoying it. So that is that product. For concealer, this one's a little expensive for concealer. I really do enjoy the Wet n Wild Incognito concealer. Really enjoyed that one. I really thought about putting the Makeup Revolution in Real Life concealer, except that was online only at Ulta, so I did not choose that one. Now, the NYX Bear With Me Hydrating Face and Body Concealer Serum. That stuff is so nice. And if I want maybe something different than the Wet n Wild, I can put that all over my face and feel good. So the NYX Bear With Me Concealer Serum would be my concealer pick. I really enjoyed that when I had it. And once I use up some more of my concealers, I am going to repurchase that one. For my powder, I don't know if any of you guys are surprised at this point. I chose my Essence 16 Hour Cover and Last Powder Foundation. For me, I enjoy this underneath my eyes. I enjoy this all over my face. This is currently what mine looks like. And I am going to repurchase this because I feel like I can't live without it. It's a really good. I powder my face on top of my foundation. I feel like it gives a little bit extra coverage. It just helps me out just a little bit. And I'm really struggling to get on these corners here. This is only $6. So it's a very affordable powder. It lasts me quite a bit. I know I enjoy this formula. And like I said, some of these would honestly just be repurchases because I really enjoy a lot of stuff from the drugstore. We're going to start with bronzer because I do bronzer first. I chose my NYX Buttermelt bronzer, and I'm actually currently wearing it today. It's a very light bronzer. I have in the shade Buttercup, and I would get it in Buttercup again. It's a really nice bronzer. I also really like this if I want a more of a bronzy blush. I can wear this as a combo situation. This guy is only $10. I think some of the other ones are $10 or more. I know I like this one. It gives a natural finish. It's not matte. It's not like overly glowy. I really enjoy this bronzer. Totally would be a repurchase for me. For my highlighter, I chose my ColourPop Super Shock highlighter, and I chose the shade Lunch Money. I used to have this Super Shock highlighter, and I've used it up. I really enjoyed it. It was beautiful under foundation, on top of foundation. It's Lunch Money is one of the more toned down ones, so I feel like it would really be good as it's not going to be as glowy as this, but it would be very nice as an everyday natural highlighter. So that's why I chose it. Can't believe these are $9 now. Didn't they used to be like $5 or $6? The world is getting expensive. I remember when these were cheap. I do not remember spending $9 on a Super Shock highlighter when I owned it many moons ago. Like I said, I used it up, so I know I like this product. I know I can finish it. And, you know, if this, in my little scenario, once I finish that, then I can, like, upgrade to a different highlighter. Blush. This one was hard. A, because I would have to stick with something drugstore. And because price, I'm thinking of price. And there's just not a whole lot of in-store blushes that would kind of fit my everyday narrative. I would probably want something kind of like Tarte Exposed, and I have a big old pan in here, but it's a neutral brownish pinky color, and I'm wearing it on my cheeks today. Like, this would be a perfect everyday blush. Except I like having different blush options. I have never tried Makeup Revolution blushes, but I have heard a lot of good things about their products. This is the Ultra Blush Sunset Burst Palette. I chose it, A, because there is some highlighty blush shades, and there's also matte blush shades, and two of them would definitely be everyday colors for me. There's more of a pink, there's more of a peach, there's more of a berry, so I feel like this would be a very well-rounded blush palette. And to know that two of them would be everyday, simple, basic blush colors for me was really nice. Also, this entire blush palette with all the options, only $9. So I also took into account that, do I want an entire blush for, you know, $10+ and it's only one color and I'd be, you know, stuck with that one blush, or do I get a face palette like this one and I get 8 different blush options for $9? I felt like that was the better choice to go in my little scenario here. I'm gonna go in with eyes next. We're gonna start with brows. Today I did this method. I feel like my brows are looking pretty good. I am deciding no brow pomade, no brow pencil. The eyeshadow palette that I did end up choosing does have a color for my brows. So today I filled in my brows with eyeshadow. I have done that for years, and the only reason why I don't do it now is because I do have a pomade. I really enjoy wearing eyeshadows for my brows, and that is one less product I would have to buy, except I would have to buy a brow gel. Right now, because I have a pomade, I only like a clear brow gel because I feel like anything tinted just looks like way too much on top of the pomade. But if I'm doing my brows with eyeshadow, I would want a tinted brow gel. Essence makes a Make Me Brow eyebrow gel mascara. It's only $4. I know I like that product. It is a product I have repurchased before and I have used up before. So that would be an easy pick for me. Like, just use your eyeshadow and just use a tinted brow gel and I feel like you'd be good. We're gonna have to talk about eyeshadow now. Well, a base for the eyeshadow. I need a base. I feel like bases make or break an eye look. So I do have in my Walmart cart, because A, it was cheaper, I think, and I know it's in store. e.l.f. has a Lock It Down eyeshadow primer. It's $7. It's one of those ones with the doe foot applicator. I've never tried this eyeshadow primer, but it has good reviews. It's a bestseller. It's relatively affordable. So I figured this would be my simple, just all over primer that I can just use automatically. At Ulta, I would need a glitter primer. I don't dislike the formula of the NYX glitter primer. I hate the packaging of the NYX glitter primer, but that is the only glitter glue, glitter primer thing, shimmer primer that is at like either store. And it's very disappointing. I feel like brands should make something that is meant to really stick on different eyeshadow. Like today I'm not wearing any sort of tacky base. And yes, my shimmers are pretty, but it would be more intense if I actually did use a glitter primer. So I do have the NYX glitter primer in here. I have a lot of NYX products in here. It would be really nice if they did a buy one, get one, or you know, buy two, get one free or something like that. That would be real convenient, but I'd have to choose the NYX glitter primer. It's really my only option. I'm gonna go in with my eyeliner and my mascara. You guys know I do a wing every day. I would choose at Walmart the Wet n Wild Breakup Proof Skinny Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner. I've used 2 of them in the past. I really enjoy that one. I have just since found that Shop Miss A has a plethora of really nice eyeliner pens. So I've been getting those instead of going to Walmart and getting this Wet n Wild one. Really enjoy that pen, really nice pen. An eyeliner pencil, I did pick up the NYX Epic Wear Liner Stick. You guys know I have to have one of these in my collection. I did choose the shade Deepest Brown. only because if I want more of a brown eyeliner, you know, something a little softer, I did choose a brown, so it would be a different color than my liquid pencil. I really love and enjoy the NYX Epic Wear liner sticks. You will have to get a sharpener. Ulta sells a sharpener. It's really affordable. This is the one I have. I think this was before they repackaged everything, but they still have it, I believe. I did not include tools or anything like that, even though I would have to do tools. I would have to do tools as well, but neither here or there. This is all fun and games, but I really enjoy the NYX Epic Wear liner stick. Mascara, I would choose the Essence Volume Stylist 18-Hour Lash Extension Mascara. I don't like any of the Lash Princess ones. I have tried them. I don't like them. They used to have in this style packaging a pink one. I swear they did. And they don't have it anymore. I do know I have liked this purple one, and it's only $5. I really have liked different Essence mascaras other than the OG Lash Princess. I felt like that one flaked. Did not enjoy that one. Let me tell you, the eyeshadow, that one was the worst part to choose from. You guys know how much I love eyeshadow. This is the only category where I did not choose one product. And honest to God, if all of my makeup went away except for my eyeshadows, I would be just fine. Like, I don't want to jinx it or anything, but if I kept my eyeshadow palette collection, I would be a lot less disappointed in all of my other makeup going bye-byes. Honestly, it might be a nice refresh, you know, just get rid of all of the old, bring in the new, restart good. Now, I would definitely need a neutral eyeshadow palette. My dear, dear friend here, Jessica Dearly, she is such a dear. I love her videos. She's so peaceful and cute. She's adorable. But she talks very highly of e.l.f. eyeshadows in general. She recently did a video with an e.l.f. eyeshadow palette, one of their Perfect 10 eyeshadow palettes. She talks very highly of them. And out of my in-store choices, I would kind of have to choose the Keep It Ethereal palette from e.l.f. This is like a dupe for the Makeup by Mario Ethereal Eyes palette. I don't own that one. I have no desire for Makeup by Mario. When I was looking for palettes, I have to think of my day-to-day real life. You know, I would want plenty of light mattes because this is a pretty, you know, similar look to what I would be going for day-to-day. Needed light mattes, needed light shimmers, and I would like variety, which is why I had to choose two palettes. I was talking to, you know, my ladies, and I was like, well, I might as well would just get a ColourPop Mega palette because it's like $30-some. You get all those colors. Like, I know I like the ColourPop formula, except I learned that the only one that's in store is Cold Stone Fox. And I do like cooler tones, but I would not want to be forced to wear them every single day of my life until I get another eyeshadow palette. This e.l.f. palette, you know, you have the cooler tones, you have some warmer tones. It has like the best of both worlds. Like I said, Jessica Dearly talks so highly of these e.l.f. palettes for a nice affordable option. And I have tried e.l.f. shadows in the past, but I have not tried anything of their new ones. The only reason why I haven't bought any of these is because of the amount of eyeshadow I already own. It makes no sense. That covers my neutral palette option. And, you know, there's a lot of Morphe ones. I would not want to buy Morphe. And I was trying to find the ColourPop ones. They're online only. And it was just a struggle to find something affordable, but something that gives me more than 4 or 5 shades. And I didn't want to buy a high-end palette. I needed something with color. And Makeup Revolution has recently bought BH Cosmetics, and I swear it is only for the eyeshadow formula, and I will die on that hill. And they have recently come out with these like icon palettes. A lot of them are dupes for popular ones. They are in the format of like the Patrick Ta palettes, and I've never tried any of them. I really would want to try one of them, and actually the palette I am talking about has been on my heart list for a while. And I know Jan Van has done a whole video on these. She really likes them. And I would just want color. I would need to have some sort of color. They have the Vibrant Icon Brights palette. What I liked about this one is A, it does not have any cream eyeshadows. That's one big reason why I never bought the other ones. And I also have a million eyeshadow palette. But I would need to have some sort of color. And what I liked about this palette is that you had a row of shimmers and a row of mattes. So you can kind of play around with mixing it with the neutrals, or like you can make some really nice looks out of the two of them. And I was looking at them, but I would need color. I very rarely do a look like this. I would need color. I've heard these palettes are good. This palette, regardless of this little fun game that we're playing, I still want this palette and I still want to test it out. Eyes are done. The only thing I would need is lips, and lips was very easy. I only need a gloss. I don't wear, day-to-day life, I don't wear any other lip products. I chose the Maybelline Lifter Gloss in the shade Moon. I've used one of those up before. I really enjoyed that one. I used up the dupe. Well, that is the dupe. I used up the higher end version of that. I really enjoyed the gloss. I would purchase it at Walmart because it's like $2 cheaper. It's like 8 something instead of like 10 something. So, ooh, and I can get $2 Walmart cash. So, you know, I could get $2 off. Those are what I would choose. Now, the price of it. Ulta is $92.47. Walmart is $26.37. Altogether would be $118.84. And you guys know that they always have, Ulta always has a $3 off, $15 or more coupon. So if I use my $3 off, that's like my brow gel is free. It's $115 and change. To me, that is a good number, and I was really impressed with what I chose and how I chose them. I would not want this scenario to happen whatsoever. Please, the bad juju gods, please don't do this to me. I would be a fucking train wreck. I would not want this scenario to happen in my real life. I would be devastated. I wouldn't know what to do with myself. This is all fun and games because for some reason in my normal life, I just think about the worst case scenario. I am really interested to see what DW and Steph pick, because like we won't talk about the products we chose. I did talk about the stores that I chose, Walmart and Ulta, and then I talked about my ColourPop mega palette scenario. I was gonna go that route, but it wasn't gonna work out. What would you guys do if something happened to your entire makeup collection? Put them in the comments below. I would love to see. And if any of you guys were interested in my eyeshadow palette today, the Glamlight Michaela palette, this is what's on my eyes today. You know, you have half neutrals and half colors. I really enjoy this palette. But the color, I used this on my brows today, but I used this shade in the crease, outer corner, and I used Glow Up all over the lid. I used the How Do You Doin', the shade on the lower lash line. I used my highlighter in the inner corner. Like, it's a super simple, easy look. But these are the products. Again, my rules were in store, had to be currently available. This is what I would buy. I'm going to leave all the channels I talked about below, and of course my friends here that are doing this with me. Make sure you go check out their videos, DW and Steph. I love those humans to death, and I don't want to think about this scenario. Please give me good juju and like this video. Comment down below, what would you be choosing if magically all your makeup went bye-byes? And I love and appreciate you all so much, and I shall see you guys next time.